So, Jack's West, Stephen Avery Project, MAM Gossip, Justice with Jax. Trying to get this stuff open over here. We are going over the Stephen Avery, and you're back, Patrick, calls from when he was in Calumet County Jail. Do not start. He has not gone to trial, but in all the prior videos, I have always said Brendan wasn't a suspect yet. But this one, this date is March 2nd. So Brendan is in custody. So this first call is number 630 from March 10th or March 2nd, 2006 at 3:48 p.m. Oh, and I didn't write down how long any of these calls were. Luckily, I still have it written down right here. 14 minutes and 53 seconds. Make sure, everybody, that you subscribe, hit the bell, and click like. And play.
Fitzgerald and Albie. This is a public communication services collect call from.
This is Steve Avery, Stephen.
An inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or a call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hello?
Hi, Stephen. Can you hold on for a moment?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello, Steve. Hey, looks like the shit's hitting the fan. I don't know why. No. He was telling me that Brendan said this is how it happened. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, according to the complaint that's filed against Brendan, he's made a statement that involves himself and you. And he says he was taking some mail over to your place. I mean, you know this whole story? No, I know nothing. Okay, he says he was taking some mail over to your place. As he got closer to your place, within a couple hundred feet, he could hear somebody screaming. He goes up and starts pounding on your door because he can hear the screaming coming from inside your place. You open the door, you're partially dressed.
This is Steve Glynn, who was working on his wrongful conviction suit.
You have some woman inside that you've been having sex with. Why doesn't he come in and give her a whirl? He comes in. He sees Teresa Hallbach on your bed in your bedroom with manacles on her hands and her feet, attaching her to the bed. She's nude. He has sex with her. You congratulate him. You go to the kitchen and get a knife. You come back and cut her in the stomach. You give him the knife and tell him to slit her throat. He does that, and and the body gets disposed of after other activity, including strangulation and use of a firearm. And that he sees her vehicle in your garage at that point. It's quite a story.
Welcome back.
It puts you and him right in the middle of this mess. I don't know. That's hard to believe. I don't know what they got out of their search warrant stuff. But your sister Barbara has been raising hell about you, saying how much she hates you for involving her son in this kind of activity and taking away the rest of his life, and just bad stuff. Bad stuff after bad stuff. Dean called me today when I wasn't here and asked that I give him a call back later today after 6. I'll talk to him then. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they're doing about a lawyer for
So stabbed her in the stomach and slit her throat, but yep, Natasha, no blood.
Represented you, so they'll have to appoint somebody to represent him, presumably. But that's. Well, how can they come up with this?
Hey, ladies, how many of you have blood on your mattress from getting your period overnight?
You mean?
And there was no blood on Stephen's mattress.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Who knows? I mean, there are all kinds of situations in which there have been.
Then how could he come up?
False confessions and false statements. The only thing that's good about it is that because he's a juvenile, all of this has to have been recorded. So Dean should have access to.
Yeah, they told me it was all recorded.
The recordings of this stuff.
But that was only this time, though.
Well, it should be every time that he's been questioned.
Even up north, they weren't. And that was all a different story up north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say that his stories were inconsistent, and that's why they went back to talk to him some more. That's their claim of how it is that they were dealing with him in the first place. At least this most recent time.
Yeah, but he's in school.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing. He don't get off till what? Almost 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
3:30?
Yeah.
Why would he bring my mail? My mom brought my mail.
Yeah. What can I say? I mean, he was supposedly. I don't have the thing in front of me now, but he says it was around 4 o'clock that he went over to your place with this mail.
Because even Earl came down and his friend with the shotguns.
Yeah.
Around sometime in there.
Yeah. Well.
It just don't make no sense at all.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'll talk to Dean and find out what he has to say, because I'm sure he's got more information than I do.
I suppose that's because I got this good lawyer now, and they want to do something now.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think they've been working on him for a while.
Oh yeah, they even been working on Jody.
Yeah.
You know what? Jody won't break.
Yeah.
You know what? Because Jody ain't got nothing to hide.
Yep.
You know. Oh, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I just got out of the hole.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just like they put you there when they were questioning him, right?
Yeah.
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 This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I'll go nuts up in here.
Sure.
If I can't get out.
Sure. Well, it'd be interesting. I'll be very surprised if your family's going to post bail now.
Well, Mom and Dad said they'll never turn on me because nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. Then they can. But we'll see.
Well, that's what the judge.
And they're bringing additional charges against you.
For what?
Sexual assault. I don't know what else, but at least sexual assault.
With Marie.
Huh?
With Marie? Oh, for Teresa?
Yep. So
it don't make no sense. Where's there evidence in the trailer?
Oh, I know.
There'd be blood all over.
You'd think so.
But it would have to be.
You would think so.
And their whole bed would be full.
Yep.
Ah, damn. And they got the sheets and everything and the blankets.
Well, maybe they operate on the theory that sheets were taken off and burned or something. I mean, I don't know.
No, because them ain't that old.
Yeah. Well, at least you got one, Carrie.
The mother probably, 6 months old?
Yeah.
And I got all my receipts. Them are all in files when I buy.
Uh-huh.
Because Jody makes in a cabinet, in there, what we buy.
Uh-huh.
So that's all filed.
Huh.
That just don't make no sense at all.
No. Well, as I say, maybe I'll learn more when I talk to Dean, and I'm sure he'll be talking to you, too.
Yeah, he's coming up tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
At 9 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm just trying to call him.
Yeah.
Told me to call him this morning, but they didn't let me out or whatever.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I figured that you were probably still locked down. That's why we weren't hearing from you.
Yeah, this don't make no sense at all.
No.
How can I beat something like this when I didn't do it?
On the theory that he's lying about it.
It has to.
Yep. Yep. And, you know, it starts making you wonder, did he do this? You know, did he do this? You know,
But how would he have, how could, I don't know.
you know,
But then I would have seen him in the fire pit
yeah, you'd think.
because it was all brush.
Yeah.
And you could see down to the bottom.
Yeah.
It makes me puzzle.
Found that interesting that Steve Glenn then is now suspicious of Brendan.
It can't be true.
That's right.
I mean, the house would be full of it.
You'd think so.
You know, carrying her out.
Sure. Sure. Well, just with a slit throat. I mean, somebody's going to bleed all over the place.
Oh, yeah. And squirt all over. You can see in the movies and everything how it does.
Sure. That's right.
And I got more to worry about.
No, I know. I know. But it's got to have some chance to shake itself out a little bit and let people kind of get their feet back on the ground and see what's there.
Oh, yeah. Well, the sheriff came up to me and says, yeah, Brendan spilt his whole guts out. I said, what are you talking about? I said, he don't know nothing. He come over there for, at that time, we had a little bonfire, and then he went back home.
Mm-hmm.
He was back home by 9 o'clock. Because that's when Jody called me. And I was in the house. And then the fire didn't start till, it must have been maybe 5:45. Because Jody called me at 5 something. And that's all on record.
Sure.
You know, I got that. The Dean's got that, my phone bill on that.
Sure.
You know, so at that time, that's the only time when the fire was.
Mm-hmm. Be interesting to see what they do with him.
Yeah, but how is he going to know where is this coming from? It's got to be coming from one of them cops.
Yeah, I mean, that would be my belief, is that they give him a story to tell and he tells it.
Yeah, and why would he have my
He
mail?
puts himself in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Why is he going to incriminate himself?
I don't know. And why would he have my mail? I get my mail. My mom gets my mail.
Yeah.
Every day. She gets my mail every day. And she came down with my mail that day. You know, so I don't know. You know.
But I will tell you, it's a good thing we got that civil case settled when we did.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't give us a penny for that civil suit now.
No.
You know, they just say, there's no jury in the world is going to give him any money.
Yeah.
So it's really a good thing that we got that resolved when we did.
Mm-hmm. Because none of this so made no sense.
Yeah.
You know, I even told them they thought I was going to hurt myself and everything else. I says, I ain't going to do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Sure.
You know,
is that their justification for locking you down?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
I don't show nothing.
So he was put in a hole so they could come up with this attack on Brendan.
Or write Jody a letter or whatever.
And do they have you selling in a cell by yourself? Or are there other people around you?
No, there ain't no other.
Brendan had a bruised cheek. When did he have a bruised cheek?
You made a statement to him.
No.
Yeah, good.
No. Good. And they had one guy in here, but he got sentenced. But he was only in here for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Uh-huh.
There's no evidence that Brendan was ever in his trailer.
I went to Green Bay and all of that.
Sure.
Oh, there you go. Be happy said the same thing.
Once I talk to Dean, if anything comes out of it, I'm sure he'll tell you tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
But,
No, they can't put you in the hole for nothing, but they make it up.
I do.
He called here last night. I had to talk to him.
Yeah.
He said, Mom, Dad, they ain't bothering. You know, Dad's sick. He got a cold or something. You know, he can't fight that, so.
Sure.
I got to worry about him.
Oh, yeah, sure. I understand. That makes sense.
Yeah. You know, everything I did for my sister, I even gave her my vehicle.
Yeah.
You know, why would I do anything?
Yeah, I mean, but that's still not for any reason, Carrie. They're claiming you're suicidal,
And Brendan wasn't like
and then maybe you won't come out alive.
What he had to get, but there was none in it.
Well, think that stuff through so that you're able to talk to Dean about it when you see him in the morning.
You know, at least I got something to go on now.
Yeah, exactly. At least it's not out there in the shadows anymore.
Yeah, because I didn't know nothing what was going on. They didn't tell me nothing.
Sure.
All they said is, we're going to put you in lockup.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man. They'll be talking to you tomorrow. Dean will.
Oh yeah, you can swear all you want, Samantha. Fire away.
If he's got questions, I'm sure he'll holler.
Yeah, he told me not to talk to the press or nothing.
Oh yeah, for sure. You really don't want to be talking to those people now.
I just...
Frankly, you don't want to be talking to anybody now except lawyers.
Yeah.
All right?
All right, Steve.
Okay, man.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Sure. Talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Now we jump to call 632. This is still March 2nd. It's now 5:08 p.m. And this call lasts 25 minutes and 13 seconds.
Hello? This is a public communication services collect call from
This is Steve, Ma.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hello?
Yeah? What's going on?
Hey, Steve, how you got me? It's coming from the cops.
Yeah?
They tricked them.
Yeah. What's new?
Well, how else would it be?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Well, you were down there. Earl was down there.
Yeah. No.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you're supposed to call Laura tonight, too.
I tried it.
No, she's here right now. You're supposed to call her tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense.
I know. But I don't say that.
If we did it in the bedroom, where's all the blood?
I don't know.
Well, come on. Why would Brendan have my mail?
I don't know that one either.
You get my mail.
Yeah?
You always got my mail.
Yeah.
Barbara had never had no mail of mine.
No, not that I know.
No. They got him to say this.
Yeah. Yeah. You're out of the hole now?
Yeah, I just got out at,
Oh, no.
3:30 or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they let me out. They're taking Smith and everything?
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I just got it on.
Oh, yeah. I put it on. I watched a little bit by Yvonne's house, but then I
This is the
didn't know.
first time I've seen it.
Can't take that stuff.
But how? It don't make no sense at all.
I know.
Well, how can it be?
You know, we're being taped.
I know.
It is anyway, but this phone is too.
Well, I don't care. Well, Steve already told me what they were trying to do, Steve.
Oh, yeah? You talked to him today?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
when I got back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Earl was down there, so he was down there about that time. What time were you down there?
I figure right between 3 and 3:30.
And all then Earl was right after that.
Yeah, it would have had been.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was outside when Earl came down. I was looking at the snowmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how can Brendan come over at 4 o'clock?
I don't know. I haven't the slightest. I don't know nothing.
But this is the first time I know something.
Yeah. I know. A setup.
Oh, what else could it be?
Well, I know it is.
You know what?
Even Yvonne said so.
Oh, Brendan says he cut a throat. Would that be all over the bedroom then, wouldn't it?
I would say.
And in Jody's bed?
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got me nuts already. Especially being in the hole.
Yeah, I believe that.
And don't know what's going on.
I believe that.
Debbie's coming up to see me. Did Jody call you?
In the same breath, Debbie's coming up to see me. Did you talk to Jody?
In the garage. She called me. I don't know if that was this morning or last night.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Is she going to call tonight?
I don't even know.
What is she saying?
I don't know. She saw Debbie on the TV though again.
Yeah.
She said, was Debbie up to see him for visiting? I said, visiting until tonight. It wasn't last night.
So it's on tonight. She's coming up to see me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, she believes my innocence.
Well, a lot of them do. What's her name from, Paca called me last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we were disconnected though.
Did you call her back?
No,
Did she call you back?
no. I have to look for her number.
Oh, God damn it. It don't make sense.
Because I was in bed when she called me.
It don't make no sense at all.
No, I know it don't.
Uh,
I don't know. But Dean is coming by you tomorrow morning?
yeah, 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah.
yeah. And then Steve was saying something about that bail hearing.
Yeah.
For bail, maybe your people won't put it up. I said, yeah. I said, Mom, my dad won't think of nothing.
Yeah.
I said, that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Okay, that's good then. Well, Rosenberg, he was down there.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Yeah, 26 will be up here when she comes in here.
Why?
I don't know. They said they'll be here.
You didn't talk to him?
No. No, I can't talk to none of them.
No, that's what he said.
The lawyer said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he told us too, not to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't. I hang up the phone when they call.
Yeah.
No matter who
Why
calls.
would he say that to himself?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
He's 16 years old.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Is they doing anything, Mother?
Yeah.
They got nothing. They got to have something.
No, I do not have Earl on the timeline. Do you have a date or time, something of Earl to add on to this?
She said she
Here's
wants to
my
lie.
crude
Why
writing.
what?
Why what? Why did he do this to my son?
I didn't do nothing to your son.
He said he didn't do nothing to your son. No. Brendan's not going to lie.
Oh, Brendan's a liar.
How about the cops? What about him?
Put her on.
Yeah. Don't holler on my phone, though.
Yeah.
I mean, her.
Yeah.
Oh, I put my hair on.
What? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I didn't do nothing with your son. He came over, we watched the bonfire, and that was it. And nothing else happened.
Where did you get all this other stuff from, Stephen?
Hold it. That's from the cops.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they're going to charge my son for something?
Yeah. Why don't you investigate a little bit more?
And how do you expect me to do that?
Well, I suppose we'll...
Tell me. How am I supposed to do that when they got my son locked up? And he's probably going nuts.
And whose problem is that?
Yeah, Earl was going around shooting stuff
I'm not
then.
lying to you. I help you. I will not lie to you. God damn it, I help you. I help you all the time.
Yeah?
Why would I lie to you? This is the honest God truth.
Why would Brendan say all this stuff then?
Because you let him.
Huh?
You let him talk to the cops all the time.
What am I supposed to do?
Ask
I'm
for,
at work, they're at school.
ask for a lawyer. I throw him on everything else. Get a public defender.
I ain't going with a public defender.
Or you're going to have to.
No, I'm not. I'm going to talk to one tonight.
Well, how are you going to afford that?
Don't worry how I am going to afford it.
Well, you're going to have to get it where he didn't have nothing to do with it.
I do not think Barb knew anything that Bobby did. Even listening to her here, I just really don't think she knew at this time.
They're putting it up to him. I don't know why you got to be against me. I didn't do nothing, and he didn't do nothing. No, goddamn it, I was down there with my mail. Why would he have my mail? He wouldn't.
How do I know?
He wouldn't. And he never came up to the door. Because Mom was down there with my mail. Then Earl came after that. And Fabian came with the shotguns down there with Mom's golf cart at that time. Yeah. Figure it out. I didn't do nothing. I wouldn't put your kids in that mix. I'm trying to learn your kids. Not the wrong way, the right way.
But just put it this way, I don't know who the fuck to believe anymore.
Well, goddamn it, why don't you believe your brother? Does it make sense? Where's the blood in the house? If he cut her throat, and I cut her belly or whatever. But Steve told me a little.
Steve who?
My lawyer from Milwaukee. It'd be in the bed, it'd be all over. Be down the steps and everything.
I don't know.
Common sense, Barbara. Wake up. Protect your kid.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Well, quit blaming me.
Why? Okay, put it this way. Why is he like he is right now?
Thank you, Carrie.
How do I know? Because the cops have got him nuts. They got me nuts. I just got out of the home tonight again.
It would have to be in their statements
I don't even do
on
nothing
what
wrong.
time they say they were driving the golf cart around shooting rabbits.
You know, I love you. I help you. You think I want to hurt you? Especially a
I
16.
don't know anymore.
Hey, especially a 16-year-old kid. Come on now. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I gotta let you go though.
Yeah.
I gotta go talk. I gotta go find the attorney. Or go meet her.
Okay then.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not whatever.
Supposed to wait for what you call it? Who? Laura. I gotta go. Well, then go. Where is she? She's
Hey.
coming back up.
Hey,
What?
who was that on the phone?
Laura.
Oh,
She says I'm calling from your property. The end of your property. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know how she's going to get a lawyer.
It might be promo. You know
Yeah,
what promo means?
yeah, for the kid.
It's free.
Yeah,
She'll do it free.
yeah, for the kid.
Yeah. Because I know that one from Antwerp that I talked to her one day. She was doing everything free.
Yeah,
Whole promo.
yeah, pro se.
So, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I told her common sense.
Does she believe you?
I don't know. I don't know. The common sense. You know? Yeah.
Yvonne Poop, I was by her today. She's going through some old too.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Heather was all smashed up. She didn't have a rib in her that wasn't even broke. They were all broke.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
But she flew on the cement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she got it rough.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
How's Dad doing?
All right, he's in the garage.
Was it?
Yeah.
So he's feeling better?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was sick yesterday, though. You could see it.
Oh, yeah. I was worried all night.
He had the shits. I said, that's the flu then it's got to be.
Yeah.
With the cold and the flu.
Yeah.
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 He shit. He says, oh, I said, I know you shit. I'm sleeping in the bed. I said, I got to wash sheets again.
I know I called 2 times before. Nobody accepted it.
Mm. Well, I was gone. I first got home. I didn't know what time it was.
If Jody calls,
After 4.
tell her to call at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's if she calls.
Well, let's see.
Well, I don't know.
out to his garage.
Chucky, I think. He must have picked up the 4916, I suppose.
Oh. Oh. I suppose she's wondering too.
Well, yeah, she said, what's going on? And then she saw Debbie on the TV yet.
Oh.
That don't help her.
Oh, I know. I seen her too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How did you see her?
On TV.
When?
Tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have no TV in that room.
No. I probably made about 20 miles in that room.
20 miles.
Just back and forth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I would have done that too.
I didn't know nothing. Nobody told me nothing. The sheriff told me yesterday that Brendan made out a statement.
Yeah.
Told us everything. I said, what is he going to tell you? The stuff is coming from them.
Well, yeah, you know it is.
Where is it coming from?
From them.
That's the only place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh.
If there was evidence, there'd be evidence.
Well, yeah.
Then how come he didn't say this before?
I don't know.
Lord.
I don't know.
Or whatever.
Don't ask me.
And when they interrogate him, they're supposed to record everything.
Yeah.
They didn't upload.
No, that's because they done it behind everybody's back.
Say they can't do that.
Dad was in the house and getting his fingerprints taken at that time.
Yeah, but we were up there too.
Yeah.
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 All mine's got to be taped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the parent should be, a guardian there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
They should have asked for a lawyer right away
Yeah.
before she went down there to talk to him.
Yeah.
Because then you can't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It's got me nuts already, Mother.
Got you nuts?
Yeah.
What about us?
I know.
We're nutser.
Well, you can leave though. I can't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could go up north.
No, I can't. I'm scared I'm not going to have a house when I get home. Otherwise, I'll be kicked out of it. I'll have to sleep in the car at night.
Mm.
Yeah. That's what they did the last time.
I'm glad Jody gets on Monday. There'll be somebody there with you.
I don't know if Dad's going up north tonight or tomorrow morning.
Well, what do you say about my toolbox?
I said something to Chucky about it.
What did he say?
How much did you pay for that toolbox?
$1,000?
$1,000? Oh.
Yeah, I'll give Dad $1,000 for it.
Oh. Yeah, he paid $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine what that garage looks like down there now.
Yeah,
Without cement.
Huh? Oh, yeah, they got the cement all cut up.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they were going to do.
Jackhammer it or whatever they did.
I don't know.
Dad said there was noise.
Yeah.
But then when I went to bed, I didn't hear anything except the beeper. That must have been that record that pulled Rolly's car out of that garage.
Oh.
They called Rubbers, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's all I heard. Well, the car's going back and forth, I can tell you. Then Bandit's got a bark.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know.
He always says if a car goes in and out, or a bear starts barking.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, Ronnie's car's out there. It's full of snow already.
Yeah. He must pull that out. Yes. Oh, yeah, last night he pulled it out.
It had to, so we must have got some snow then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freezing rain first, I think, Joe.
Well, they ain't going to find nothing in that garage anyway. Unless they put it there.
Yeah, unless they put it, yeah, but there's been pictures taken of that garage before. So they ain't going to plant nothing there because somebody will know.
Mm. That's good. Mm. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either, Mother. They all think I did it. But everything don't make no sense.
No, I know. The one that called me last night said,
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
We won't get there
the one
tonight.
that called me last
These
night.
calls,
I
the
know I
last
didn't-
call
I didn't do
today will be 6:44.
I already know that.
Well, yeah.
And why would Brendan say that anyway?
I don't know. Hang on, you can talk to Laura for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
Hi, Stephen. How are you?
All right. Well, I'm better now. I'm in my main room now.
Yeah, so did they give you any information about what's going on?
Well, I talked to Steve. He gave me some information.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Well, I mean, I called your family right away to tell them, that we're sticking by you.
Well, yeah, I didn't do nothing.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
These calls will absolutely make guilters go see proof that they only made something to show that he was innocent.
Tell her that she has our support, and
Because that don't make no sense. If what he all said, there'd be blood all over that bedroom in that house.
I know, Stephen.
All over that bed. That's
Yeah.
Jody's bed.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, I know. Well, will you call me tonight? Will you be able to?
Yeah.
All right, call me tonight. I want to talk to you for sure. I've been worried about you.
Yeah.
So, but I'll let you talk to your mom for now. I want to find out where Barb went and how she's doing, okay?
Yeah. I know she probably messed too.
Yeah. So, all right, well, what time do you think you might call tonight?
I don't know what time you be home.
I think we'll probably be home. I mean, I would say 7 o'clock would be a good time to call. I don't know if you're going to, be on the phone with anybody else, but...
No, I don't know if Jody will call.
Okay, well, you can call me anytime, whenever it's good for you.
I'll say 7:30 or somewhere in there.
Okay, that's good. All right, well, hang in there, and we'll talk more in 2 hours, okay?
Okay.
All right, here's your mom.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Barbara's car gone. Wait, Earl went with that. Is Barbara's van gone? Then she's maybe in the garage.
Earl's still there too?
No.
Oh.
When 5 o'clock comes, he's gone.
Oh.
Like he's supposed to be.
Well, hey,
What?
call him and ask him what time he came down by me. And when I call you back, then let me know.
Oh, no.
Yeah. After the visit, I'll call you back. If Jody calls in, tell her 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And tell her I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She always says that too.
Yeah. Everything I got planned, it ain't gonna work.
I'm over a bunch of shit already.
You wanna nail me, mother? And I didn't even do nothing.
No, I know.
That's the thing that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting hurt by that.
Yeah. Now they got a kid involved.
Yeah. Where's his life, huh?
Yeah. Well, they must have set this up where what he says, they put it on paper or something.
Sure. I suppose so.
Well, what else?
You know?
I raped her and he raped her? That's nuts.
I don't know.
I could be never that violent anyway to a woman.
I know. Your girlfriend left Bandit. That's Laura.
Yeah.
She likes Laura.
She was there by herself?
No.
Oh.
What's her name? The other one.
Because I called her house.
Oh,
That was no answer.
oh no, both of them were here. We usually go both together anyway.
Oh, if she comes in, see if she can make it. Well, I'll tell her.
Yeah, you can tell her when you call her later.
Yeah.
What time did you tell her you were in call her?
About 7:30 or so.
Yeah.
Well, in case Jody calls at 7 or whatever.
Yeah, if she calls.
Yeah, I think she will.
Well, how would she know? Is that when she was supposed to call?
Yeah, tonight.
At 7?
Thursday night at 6.
Okay then.
Yeah, but tell her 7.
Oh, okay.
Tell her I'll be able to call at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if I don't call, I'm locked up again.
Hmm.
Yeah. 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 Let's see what time is it? 5:32. Yeah, we might as well then. I can't call Debbie no more anyway. There's a block on everything.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Because they didn't arrest him until,
So you can tell Jody that.
was it the 5th? But it's days later,
Okay.
Natasha, from when that day,
Oh, yeah.
the alleged thing happened on the 31st, and when Stephen was taken into custody.
Okay, I'll talk to you later then.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
You too. Okay, bye.
All right. We skip to call 634, still March 2nd. It's 7:19 p.m. and this call is 29 minutes and 55 seconds.
Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from
This is Steve.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now. To hear the cost of this call, dial 8.
Hello?
Hi, Stephen. It's Laura.
Hi.
How are you?
Better long as I'm in the cell block now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I climbed the wall.
Right, Natasha. So when they took the groin swab, they weren't allowed to do that. And then it got called out when it was being done, after it was done. And then Fassbender or Uyghur said, oh, yeah, we can't use this. I'll throw this away. But nobody saw him for sure do that. So they have that DNA of Stevens that they can use however they'd like.
Probably 4 feet by 5.5 feet, something like that.
Oh my God.
So it's
Really
small.
lie down.
Huh?
Can't even really lie down.
They got the big kind of, the big might be maybe 6 feet,
Uh-huh.
in that part.
And so it has a door, not bars.
No, it's got a door. Got nobody. You can't see out. All you do is see in that room.
Is it dark in there or?
No, the light stays on 24 hours a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I saw Debbie on television tonight.
Yeah, I did too.
Sweat DNA.
How was your visit with her?
It's better.
Yeah.
She don't have to travel that far, so, when mom, dad, or whatever, whoever can't come up, then she'll come up.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier for them than if I got somebody else coming up.
So Stephen, can you tell me what if anything they told you when they were bringing you to the lockup, or what that was
They
like?
didn't tell me nothing. They just said they got orders to lock me up in the hole. Both times. They couldn't give me a reason. And this last one, the sheriff, I guess, said to lock me up in the hole. He shut my phone off, and I didn't even know about it. The officer come in here and said, your phone don't work? I said, I don't know, I think so. Because I used it that morning. But then I haven't used it. I checked and it was dead. So they had it shut off, so I didn't call nobody.
How long were you in the lockup?
I went there about 4 o'clock yesterday to about 3:30 today. Or somewhere in there. That's because I kept on asking them. Then asking about the visits. I knew Debbie was coming up to see me.
And what happens when you're in lockup? I mean, can anybody reach you, like your attorney, or can you contact your attorney? Or
I can't do nothing in there. I told them that I was supposed to call my attorney this morning, but they never got me or nothing. You know, I talked to my attorney last night that he called up here, that they got me out of the hole, and I called him.
so if he calls you, you can. That's the one incoming call you can take is from your attorney.
Yeah,
Well, that's good. At least
yeah,
he can reach you.
yeah. But then I didn't know what was going on or whatever. I talked to Steve today when I got back. I called him.
Yeah.
Because Dean was out of town, I guess, or out of a different county or something.
So how did you feel after you talked to Steven?
Puzzled. Didn't make no sense. Couldn't believe it. Only thing I think of is them cops must be really telling them what to say. You do all that to a body, and you ain't got no blood in the house. Then Brennan said, the attorney said, dragged him out and that. There'd be blood all over. You know, once you cut your throat, that's going to bleed. It still don't make no sense. They trying to nail me. They're trying to get the kid involved. You know, now he's looking at it like that. You know, the only thing is, why would he say all of this? See, that's what I can't figure out. Unless they got him to where they wrote everything down, and he talked about it. He had to put it on tape. Now, they were supposed to put tape on every time they talked to him, because he's a minor. But that's the first time they did it.
Yeah.
Then the sheriff come up to me when I was in the hole the first time. Or was it this time? I know it was one of these times. And he said, well, Brendan said the whole thing would all happen. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, how can he say anything? He came over by the fire, and he went back home. He didn't do nothing else. It didn't make no sense. Well, he didn't tell me nothing else.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
That's all he told me. He wouldn't say nothing else.
Steven, can you speak up a little? It's hard to hear you.
Yeah.
I think that's so hysterical that she's constantly telling him she can't hear him. He's loud and she's so quiet and bumbling and hard to hear her.
Come up tomorrow to see me at 9 o'clock.
Good.
You have to go in from and prove he's lying, that he's setting them up.
Well, we're going to court tomorrow. Brendan has to make his initial appearance tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So we're going for that. And I don't know yet who in your family is going, but we'll be there.
I guess mine is and Yvonne.
Okay.
I don't know who else.
Yeah. Well, you know, you were saying before you don't know what would cause him to make those statements, but I was thinking before, I mean, can you remember back to when you were 23 years old, you know, and you got picked up for the penny thing, you know? I mean, do you remember being that young and what it felt like to have people questioning you and, you know, accusing you of something you didn't do? I mean, does it help you identify with Brendan at all?
Well, maybe a little bit, but they're always pressuring you. They won't leave you alone. They'll keep you in that room for hours and hours. They keep it going. Then one of them will leave and another one will come in and, you know.
Hello, Brenda. I'm well, getting tired now.
Take a little break.
But I'm doing, fairly well.
And he go over and over. And say, the sheriff back then, the sheriff thought I was going to break. Sooner or later I'm going to break. But I don't break over for something I didn't do. I'll stay strong. I'll never fail. Something I didn't do, I'll never admit to it. If I did it, I'll admit right away. Yeah, I did it. I'll take the punishment. I'll do the time.
Yeah, it's interesting because when we were talking to Steve recently, we were talking about how hard it was for you to be in prison all those years and be what they called a denier.
Yeah.
And
I am freezing right now, Marilyn. I don't know what temperature it is here, but I'm sitting, my computer here is by a huge picture window that I'm sure is letting in a lot of cold air. Yeah, it's 7:51
They
here.
called me in my office once at Green Bay. The psychiatrist or the sexual assault group. He said, why don't you just admit to it? He said, I admit to something I didn't do. I got, I don't know, fences, trying to,
It's 35 degrees here right now.
and that was the last time I seen him.
what happened, Stephen? You did what? Did he kick you out of his office?
I don't know, I was cussing him out a little bit. And then he kicked me out of his office. But from that time to the time I got out, I guess he always knew that I was innocent with the crime. And I found out, I think through Steve or somebody I did, that there was a statement in my file or
I could do jumping jacks. You are correct.
What was his name? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It's been too long ago.
Yeah.
So, Marilyn, it's is it Saturday where you're at, or is it Friday?
Well, I mean, how is before this happened with Brendan, how does the pressure you were dealing with in this case compare to that pressure, back in 85?
I think this pressure is probably a little worse than that one. Even if I went through it once. It's, after the first time, it was hard. You got all that anger built up in you, and you didn't do it. So you always got something. If somebody's coming to something, you can always tell them, and cuss them out and everything. Where this time is,
Natasha, that would fall under the math category, and I'm not figuring out the change from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Yes, Brenda.
And it's harder this time. Now I just want to sit back, relax, watch TV, use the phone, and wait for the lawyer to do his job and be done with. I don't figure this is going to happen to me again. I figured the first time, well, that was enough. But then even, I've been on the hole before, another bit, in Tennessee, and that wasn't the worst. Going to the hole here, that's the worst feeling I ever had in my whole bit. I got scared. I got the shakes. I couldn't eat right away.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored.
I don't know. Melissa Kaluzinski lost both of her grandmothers in 1 year, and they didn't let her go.
You feel good and that? Then you got to worry about that. This part was the hardest part, going to the hole.
Are you speaking about recently with your dad, or?
Yeah. Well, yesterday, the day before, he was in bed sick.
Yeah, that's what your mother told me.
Yeah.
But she did say he's feeling better today, and I saw him today, and he looks good.
Yeah.
So you should feel better about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I had a thought.
Ugh. No, thank you. I much prefer 34 degrees to 14.
We're talking to Steve, and he don't understand none of this either. You know?
Yeah.
And why can't they, you know, they already investigated the case, the property already. You know, why would they have to go over it again?
Yeah.
You know, Steve says there's something up. You know?
Well, how do you feel now, you know, about this involving your nephew? How does that make you feel?
Well, it is, I don't know. I feel sorry for them. They pressed them so much.
Hello, Header.
You know, he probably don't know which way to go. You know, it's sad for him and for me to put him in this spot. You know, he's only 16 years old. He's only a kid yet. You know, that's probably the
This is the oldest, rattiest quilt I've.
They're forcing them to say this.
My mother-in-law
You know, to keep up and keep up.
got this for me.
What? Being 16.
And she's
You're
been
gonna say something.
dead like 15 years. So that'll tell you how old this is.
You know, when I was 23, they were always saying stuff. You know? You just think back then to now they're doing it to him what they tried to do to me before. And before, I even went to the sheriff, you know, and I talked to him. They told him I didn't do it. But he said it was too late then.
So, I mean, I know you were in the
No, my mother-in-law was great to me.
Have you seen the news? Have you seen the press conferences?
I think of her
You know,
fondly,
I can see what was
often.
on tonight a little bit. That Brendan made a statement out and what all happened and everything else that I've seen. And I might be looking at some more charges now. And
Well, I started dating my husband when I was 14. So she like raised me. We are, it's March 2nd, Heather. So this is right after Brendan was taken into custody.
You know, Brendan said all of this, you know. Probably make somebody look like a monster. You know, if I was out there and all of that was happening, you know, I don't know what side would you want to believe, you know. But with all of this stuff happening, there's got to be something, there's something wrong, you know. You know, and now they're trying for more and more. Now they got more stuff. It don't make no sense. Just, I don't know.
What do you think?
Carrie, you could go to Stephen Avery case.com. I can't remember which one's a good one and which one's a bad one. Com or org. But it'll have their statements and when they testified. And that should have the time. Sour cream and bacon chips. I'm hungry.
I said, they must have wrote a statement out, and he read it, and that's what he had to stick by. You know?
Do you think you were able to reach her, though?
I think a little bit I did. I told her, I'm just a guy, too. You know, I didn't do nothing. And he didn't either. I told her, I said, well, you know, believe in your brother. So I'm telling the truth. I said, I got nothing to hide. I said, none of that don't make no sense. You know, she cut her throat, and I cut her stomach or whatever, and dragged her around the house. There'd be a trail.
All right. Now you're going to make me.
You can't clean up the blood.
I'm going to fall down a rabbit hole.
I see. This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Think a little bit. Okay, oh, she told me, well, how would he know all that evidence? Well, from the cops.
Right.
You know, the cops put it in his brain. He's 16 years old, and it's going to sink in a little bit.
Right.
And it happens all the time. That's why I feel sorry for him.
Well, now I don't have to go down the rabbit
The
hole
thing I can't figure out is why now?
as
Why
I'm
not?
frozen
I
now.
figured that out. Because I got my lawsuit. Now I got a good lawyer. They think I got a chance of beating this now, and they got no evidence, no proof that I didn't even did anything. It's all, you know, bits and pieces. They figured they needed something solid.
Yeah.
And with my good attorney, you know, I suppose, well, we got to do something.
Yeah.
And
So let's pause it again to go over this alleged timeline. What time was Teresa there? I don't have that on this. I have somewhere between 3 and 3:30, Dolores gets his mail. 3:45 is when the bus comes. 4 p.m. is when Brendan now says he brought the mail. 4:50 is when Barb comes home from work. 5:05 is when Scott picks up Barb, and that's when Steven says he started the fire. You also have 4:30 to 5 is when Earl and Fabian were driving around shooting stuff. 5:36 Jody calls. 8 p.m. Barb comes home. 8:57 Jody calls again. I'm freezing for some reason right now, Miley. I don't know why. I'm usually very warm and sweating, but right now I'm like freezing. So, all right, we'll go back to the call. And so for people just tuning in now, this call that we're in the middle of is from March 2nd, 7:19 p.m. He's talking to Laura from Making a Murderer. And play.
that's all I can think of. You know, because they don't talk around here. That's why they got me way in the back here. So I, and the other jailers, they want me back here instead of up there. You know, because I can hear more up there. And when I'm up there, they shut down their radios. You know,
And hello, Miley.
so I
Where
can't
are
hear
you
them.
now, Stephen?
Huh?
Where are you now?
I'm in the back where I was, in the cell. You know, I'm almost on the back. Yeah, there's only one more block besides my block here. I'm in D block, and there's E block here.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
Well, I mean, the only thing I can say about Barb, you know, I mean, your family as a whole right now is,
Well, she's just doing because she's recording him for Making a Murderer. So she's just trying to get him to say stuff, and she doesn't want to be heard.
you know, worried for you, worried for Brendan, you know, and it places Barb in a terrible position, you know. So all I can say is, you know, hang in there. You know, she knows the truth, and you know, all of you do. So, and the truth will come out. Yeah.
I'm hoping it should come out.
Well, that's what we're working so hard for, because that's the most important thing here is that the truth comes out.
Oh, yeah. But is the truth ever going to come out? That's another thing with these cops. Somebody's got to know something and talk. I don't know how, but there's got to be a way where somebody can talk.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that way out. How I can make, I don't know, the cops talk. I don't know. Set a reward? I don't know.
Yeah.
I know money talks. But I ain't got enough to put that in there.
Well, I think there's going to be more coverage tonight at 10.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping by then.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're not staying up nights anymore?
no, I try to go to bed early and stay up all day.
Okay.
But they've been screwing me up, taking me to the hole,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I figure when I hear keys, they come in.
Brenda, he still talks to his mom pretty regularly. Doesn't see her very much. It's hard for his mom and his dad due to their health to get to the prison very often. And then I don't know if family really. His brothers only go if they bring Dolores. Other than that, no, he doesn't really get visits.
Going on afterwards, but feel free to call us anytime. You can call me tomorrow, over the weekend.
Yeah.
If there's room on your visitors list on Sunday, Moira and I can come see you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the only way I got on there, I guess.
Yeah, see who's coming out, and we would definitely come. But just hang in there and try to get some sleep and have a good meeting tomorrow, and we'll keep working.
Yeah, I figured that when Jody gets out too, they'll make up a thing and go around to everybody's house and have them sign it, where it's okay for them to let me out.
Yeah.
I figured if I can do some of that, maybe that would help me too.
You mean like a petition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how to write it up, and I told Jody to see what she can do with it, but...
Yeah. Well, I hope we get to meet her next week. That would be really nice.
Yeah, I should be with my mom.
Okay, good.
No, Bobby goes to see Brendan. His mom makes all the boys go for holidays. I don't think he does. I think he only visits like Christmas and Easter.
Yeah. I mean, she can feel free to call us anytime too.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
If she'd like to call for that, she can call us too. But hopefully we'll get to meet her next week. She sounds like a great person.
Yeah. Yeah, she changed a lot, so I gotta give her a lot of credit.
Yep, still a drunk.
Yeah. We saw some nice footage of her from back in 2004 when the two of you were in
Milwaukee?
You were in Milwaukee with Walt.
Yeah.
And you look really nice together.
Yeah, I think it looks good on there.
Yeah. And I guess you'd just gotten a makeover or something because somebody asked you about your hair.
Oh, that could be.
But, yeah, you guys look great.
Yeah, I think we're made for each other.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I told her that I invited you to the wedding.
Aww.
And she goes, I thought you could wait till everything is done. I said, I can't. I said, we're going to have to do it now as soon as I get out.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want to wait.
That would be a great thing to have happen.
Yeah. I put it off when I don't want it.
Yeah. Well, that'll get you through these days.
Yeah. Yeah. So I made her a little happier too.
Good.
Yeah, I told before, so we'll wait till all of this is done with, then we get married.
Yeah,
But why should I wait?
yeah.
You know, then now this all comes up. So I don't know.
Nothing really for Brenda. He's pretty much out of options.
Maybe something will happen tomorrow or
A
something.
pardon or having concrete proof proving somebody else is guilty.
Yeah.
He confessed.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that overturned.
Then you see Hallbuck's on there.
Yeah.
And so, they always, but they, her brother, he's still puzzled though. He said it don't make no sense yet. You know, at last, it was on 26.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they were just trying to cut him off before he said that, but he said a lot of this just don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, those are two predators you listed there, Nana.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say anything about that because I haven't seen, I know he called a press conference last night, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So, but I would like to see it because, you know, if I could, I mean, I can imagine, you know, what he'd say, but it's important to see it as well, obviously.
Yeah.
But, you know, Stephen, the most important thing right now is for you to focus on yourself and your case, you know,
Yeah.
and, you know, try to save your energy for that. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish I could offer you more now, you know.
Let's take it to maybe Dina have me some good news tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I hope so.
Otherwise, I got time for the 17th. So.
Great. Yeah, and we'll definitely be here. So, I mean, I imagine at this point that we'll be here straight through. So,
Yeah.
we'll be in town.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Nana. I'll talk to you later then.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to have a good night.
Yeah. You too then.
Okay, Stephen.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So now we jump to call number 642. This is the next day, March 3rd. It is 5:28 p.m. and this call is 29 minutes and 15 seconds.
Hello? This is a public communication services collect call from
Hello, Steve. What do you want?
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or a call rating will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Yeah?
Yeah?
What?
Got $100,000 for me?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, where did you get it from?
What do you mean?
What's $100,000 for?
You're an attorney for my son.
He's got an attorney.
Yeah, self-appointed one.
He's a public, he's a regular lawyer.
Yeah, well, I just lost him, okay?
How?
What do you mean, how? Because he's second cousins with Hallbucks. That's why.
And then they have to find another one. No. How can I help? I didn't admit to nothing.
Why, he sure the fuck didn't do it by himself.
Well, I surely didn't do it.
Who did it then?
You got me.
Where did he get all this shit from?
You got me. He got it somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, where?
Not from me. He didn't get shit from me.
Fucking innocent goddamn kid going to prison for something.
No.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Why would he admit to something he didn't do then?
Where would he get it from, Stephen?
Well, he surely didn't get it from me. Nothing happened over by me. Well, we'll prove that in a minute. In the garage, in the bedroom. They got it all.
Yeah,
They got the paneling, beds, and everything. The carpet and all.
really.
Yeah. Yeah, they tore it apart.
Yeah.
In fact, I ain't even supposed to be talking to you.
Why?
My lawyer told me no,
Why?
because you're against me.
What do you expect me to think, Stephen?
I do political stuff.
Where did Brendan
I just
get
had a
all this
judge
shit
send
from?
me a friend
He
request.
signed on for something that he would have never ever fucking did.
Oh, what about me?
Why would he say this about you then? You tell me.
You're out there with him, not me.
But you were. And he
Was,
was over by you that night.
yeah, for a couple hours, that's it. Probably right before 6 o'clock.
So you're telling me when he got off the bus, he didn't come over by you with an envelope from out of my mailbox?
No.
I agree,
No, he did
Natasha.
not.
Then what the fuck are they trying to do?
Dad, you'd have to ask him.
So my son's going to go to prison.
Well, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Yes, he is gonna. Life in prison he's gonna get. And he's only 16.
And what am I supposed to do? Why would he admit to something?
How do I know?
Well, that's what you got to figure out.
Or how am I supposed to figure that out when he's in there and I'm out here? I'm not no fucking investigator.
No, you don't go to an investigator. This means, I had told you all along, keep your fucking mouth shut.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say nothing. But every time with the kids, always talking.
With who?
With everybody.
I did the same thing, Heather. My son was 20 at the time.
All you have to do is say, I don't
Investigator.
want to talk to you. I got a lawyer. And that's
And
it.
where am I supposed to come up with money for a lawyer?
They'd have to get a public defender for the kid. No, I'm not this fault. I didn't put this in her head, in his head. You know, it was just a surprise for me, because they put me in a hole.
Why?
So I could watch TV or know what was going on. They shut off the phone and put me in a hole. No times. I'm on channel 11.
No, because Brendan confessed. Just look at the Ryan Ferguson case, and Charlie's still in prison.
My kid's going crazy in there.
Why, he call you?
No, he hasn't called me at all. I talked to the attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how come he don't say nothing then?
What's he supposed to say?
The truth. It's coming from someone.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I don't know where it's coming from. But it's driving me nuts. You still there?
Yeah. Oh, I never got that help
What help?
when I got out of prison. That's what they're talking about now, when I got released. You know? But that ain't there. I was doing fine. No. So I don't know what to tell you.
So your lawyer took the $240,000?
Yeah. You know? What about your boss?
What about him?
Why can't he come up with it? To get him out.
And how am I supposed to pay him back?
Well, he'll get it back.
That's just to get him out.
Yeah. You know? I got 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 lawyers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miley.
I just had another one join
I hear that.
Wednesday. They were just up here today.
Yeah.
Brenda, Steven did, but he's also a bully. So most of the boys didn't want anything to do with
Yeah.
Steven because he was mean to them.
What's she have to say?
Not much. She's trying to help me.
And she'd help you, not me. It's knocked me down. Yeah. See, you all the time, you always believe them. You never believe me. You believe them over me anything.
Really?
Yeah. And I helped you and I gave you everything. I tried to teach your kids how to work on a vehicle and everything else. Then you say you hate my fucking guts.
What do you expect? They took my son away.
They took your son away. Well, it ain't my fault. Is it? It ain't my fault at all. It's your son's fault.
Well, there would have been something bothering him.
Like what?
I don't know. There was something bothering him.
Well, who was it over by me?
Okay, put it this way. Where did the bleach come from?
What bleach?
The bleach all over his pants.
That was the time I washed the floor. That was after your van. And that was weeks ago. That wasn't that night. That night he came over. We had them on fire. And he was home by 9 o'clock. Because I was in the house. Because Jody called me at 9 o'clock. And I was in the house already. And there was not left to the fire. And you didn't leave that house till almost 6 o'clock.
Who?
You.
I left here at
You and
5.
Scotty.
5 o'clock we left.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How?
What do you mean, how? I got home.
I didn't have that fire going at 5 o'clock.
I got home from work at, 10 to 5? And Scott stopped here about, I'd have to say maybe 5 after 5. And I hopped in his truck and I left.
No, it wasn't that early.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
No, because I didn't have no fire when I talked to Jody, and that was at 5:35 or whatever it was. And I was in the house.
Yes, Bobby willingly talked to whichever
No, 'cause I
cop
was
came
home
out
from
of
work.
retirement or whatever, Fossbender or Wiegert.
No, I was
So
home
Bobby
when
went
I
and talked to them, but
Jody
he
or
won't
whatever.
talk to Kathleen.
And you said you had to go with Scotty or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we went to Green Bay.
Yeah, you said Brendan got home after 10 o'clock.
That's what he said.
No, that's what you said. That's what you're telling everybody.
No.
Thank you, Heather.
And I said it was the time before that you called me up at 10 o'clock or whatever.
I said that I wanted Brendan home by 10.
Yeah. But that was the time.
I
before
believe Kathleen
Yeah, when I
knows.
burnt the house.
She just doesn't have all the pieces.
that. And the car seat. And you got Brendan dragging the body out of the house. Who? Me and him. So where was the mail then?
Yeah, I'd pay to
They
see
don't
that.
know in the mailbox.
Or where did it go then?
I don't know.
No, he never came over. Because Earl came over around that time, 4 o'clock. Him and Fabian.
20 after 4.
Well, I don't know if it was that late. Because he still had to go hunting.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be
Hulk,
monitored or
mad, Hulk smash.
You know, he had to go hunting. He was gone for quite a while before he came back.
Well, he said about 20 after 4 he was over by you, or 20 to 4, or something in that order. And you come outside with shorts and a T-shirt on.
Shorts and T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's all I had on. It's a shorts and T-shirt.
And you stood by your truck or whatever.
I was by my truck. I was by the snowmobile. When he come through.
That's a number
Well, he
question,
left the line,
Nana.
came
I don't
back.
do number
I was
questions.
by the truck.
I believe he had the opportunity for bail, but like Steven, there's no money to bail him out. And I don't be happy. I don't remember what the context
While I
was
was there,
of Scott saying it was the best day of
and it
his
was
life.
late. Because Mom brought me my mail at 3:30. Somewhere in there. And it was only a little while after that that Earl come down. So Earl,
So they're pinning all this on my son.
well, that's what it looks like.
An innocent 16-year-old.
Well, I guess so. There ain't no evidence by me. And I guarantee you that. There's no evidence in that trailer or in the garage.
Ooh, that's a good call,
That's
Carrie.
by you,
Hot tea.
Brendan.
Did what over by me?
But I don't want to stay up too late because I got to be up at 7.
Give me a break. A 16-year-old kid?
Oh, look, watch this news sometimes. Sometimes they'll get younger than that. And look what he does all on a computer.
What does he do on the computer?
All of this is sex. Him, Blaine, Bobby. It's all sex. Yeah, but you
All
know
right,
that.
so computer.
So they looked up pictures. Big deal.
Well, that's...
They're at that age.
Well, here she is not saying they don't have internet, but this is something that Steven said. He had told Buting to get that computer, and he didn't do it. And then after Steven has mentioned it, then the state went and got it.
I don't know.
See, right now, you're telling me Brendan did it.
I don't know.
You don't know. You just said he did.
No, I didn't. I said he could have.
He could have.
I don't know that. If I'm at home, if I'm in the house or in the garage or out just outside, what I know? I'm in your house. Most times your kids come home, all they do is go on the game. On the games.
Yeah,
Make a mess.
that's what they do. They're game freaks. That's all they are. What makes a difference? I'd rather have them home playing a game than out bumming on the streets
Well,
and causing trouble.
you know.
Yeah. My kids never, ever got in trouble. Never.
I didn't say that.
Maybe little stuff.
I didn't say
Like
that.
Bobby's selling pot.
But why pin it on me? He helped me when he didn't.
I don't know, but I got a kid that's in juvie for something he didn't do.
Well, how can you say that? He already admitted to it. He did it. So how can you say he didn't do it?
Because I know he didn't do it.
No, you don't know that.
Oh, so you're telling me, she came back here after he got out of school?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, Brenda.
I don't know. That I do
Yes,
not know.
Marilyn, Bobby was selling car parts out of the pit. So taking money from
Yeah.
the family business.
I think it was at, 11 something in the
Yeah.
morning?
You know?
Yeah. So let me ask you another question. Why did you put it underneath my name? You didn't put the last one underneath my name.
When it's your vehicles, it's all underneath your name. Your vehicles are all underneath your name. My vehicles are underneath my name. Your vehicles are underneath yours. All of them.
And that makes perfect sense.
With your number on it and with my number on it. They're all like that. And why would I do something to him?
Yep, he was
I'm
dealing pot.
helping you.
So
I don't know.
Well, common sense.
was maybe Scott. Barb was arrested for pot. That was Scott's.
I ain't doing this for my health. I'm not trying to get rid of this junk. So you get something out of it.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored.
Tell us how you really feel, Leanne.
The freaking vehicle.
Oh, no, not now. But back then. So what all went
Oh,
wrong?
don't be sorry. I have the worst mouth ever. I'm not offended by it.
I
Fire
can't change
away.
that. It's by his statement right there. He's got life. I know ain't nothing I can do with that. There ain't nothing. Nobody can do. Unless you know the whole thing. That's what the Innocent Project comes in.
I don't believe it is Miley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not, because it's something that's been the talk since it's legal here in Illinois that all our neighboring states are driving over to get it, and then dum-dums are then getting arrested when they go back because the cops are waiting for them at the border.
Innocent Projects already. When people testified they did it.
Yeah.
And they got him free. And they didn't do it. But it's going to take time now.
Yeah.
You're talking about a couple of years. And depends when they're going to do a trial.
Bobby
What do
did
you
not
mean?
know
He's going
Ryan
in
Hilgas
March 17th.
or
That's not
Mike
for trial.
Hallbach, but
I didn't
Osmundson
say it
was
for
his
trial.
Yeah.
best friend. They
That's a setup
still
date
talk to this day.
for trial.
Whether Mike Osmundson knew anybody, I
They
don't
were
know.
him before me.
Yeah. Why?
So they got the evidence against me then. Whatever then they took, they got no evidence. Because there ain't nothing in my goddamn garage. Or Rolly's garage. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you went admitted to it, I could do something.
Oh, Nana, that's something that really bothers me a lot.
Tomorrow.
Well, you go see him and you talk to him. And tell him to be straight with you. That's all I can say. Tell him to tell you the truth. Where did he get this from? And maybe you might have some grounds. But then you don't tell nobody. You have to take it to the lawyer, next lawyer he gets. And make sure he tells them. Yeah. Yeah, what a statement. Screw them. I hate to say it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I'm going nuts here.
Oh, who don't go nuts? That's why you should have stayed home with them kids more often. So you know more.
I feel bad for Barb here. And Steven doesn't need to be piling on her.
You know?
And he's the last person she should take parenting advice from.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah,
He
right.
doesn't even attempt to have a relationship with his kids.
What about him? You were talking about me. Yeah, see, you can't keep up, expect everything to go your way.
What do you mean, go my way?
Yeah, well, you bitch him up for telling me stuff. What you tell him. You know?
I hardly talk to anybody anymore.
Yeah, I was saying, why?
Why?
Because all of the shit. I can't help that. Look at when Ma asks you for help.
I got my own life, Stephen.
You got your own life.
Yeah,
And now you got your own life.
I've had my own life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was more important than your own Ma. Ma says you never call her.
Yeah, well, she never calls me either.
Because you're always working. You were never home.
Yeah?
Well, how can she call you?
Somebody's gonna support my kids. Who else is gonna?
You working?
Huh?
You working?
Yeah?
But that ain't all night long. You always say you got your life.
Yeah, I do.
Now look at it.
Yeah? And I'll tell you another thing. They're so stuck up there, down there, they won't even help me.
How can they help you?
Why can't they? They were going to put up the fucking business for you.
It's up for me.
Yeah.
Well, you can't go two things.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I agree as well, Leanne.
It could crush some cars.
You know how many cars that would take for $250,000? That'd take half a yard. So, I'll tell them to call him back or whatever. Well, who's there?
Wayne.
Oh.
Yeah, I suppose. Otherwise, I ain't going to be able to afford my phone bill.
Yeah. We ain't been talking too long.
Huh?
We ain't been talking too long. Yeah. No, so only thing you can do is talk to him. What time tomorrow you have to see him?
Huh?
What time tomorrow you have to see him?
All night.
What time?
5:30.
For how long?
2 hours.
Oh. Well, then take a paper and pencil with you. Write it down. And go from there. Then nothing else. I don't know. I'll call you tomorrow night and see what you got. Or what?
What's that going to do?
Well, I might explain a little bit more what he tried to tell you or whatever. I don't know. All depends what he says. You know, where he got the information from. Where is his gun coming from? And I shot her. You know, ask questions. Because it didn't happen over by me.
So it didn't happen by me either.
No, it didn't happen somewhere else. I could tell you some more, but I can't over the phone. I said too much already over the phone. No. Well, let's see what you can do and nothing else. If you want me to call you, let Ma know.
Yeah.
You know. Then we'll have to go from there.
Yeah.
You know. Nothing else I can holler at my lawyers and see which way you can go.
Yeah.
He did have a pretty decent lawyer, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve looked them up and everything for me.
Huh?
Steve looked them up for me and everything.
Mm.
Yeah, he did filter court and everything.
Mm.
You know. Oh, they'll have to find somebody else quick. So, probably another lawyer from Manitowoc.
I don't know.
So you won't be in bad shape. Well, find out see what you can do. Whatever.
Yeah.
And else let Ma know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay then.
Yeah. All right then.
All right.
I love you.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we move on to call 644. That is also from March 3rd. It is 6:14 p.m. This call is 22 minutes and 1 second. Will be the last call of this video and the last of the day.
Hello.
Oh, hell no. My mom absolutely would not let me call her all this time. She wouldn't want to talk to me, and she sure as hell wouldn't want to pay for it.
This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now. To hear the cost of this call, dial 8 now. Hello. To block any future collect calls, dial 77. Hello. To decline this call, hang up.
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Oh, you home?
I don't know. I kept pressing 5.
I was almost going to hang up.
But it was taking me a while anyway because we were trying to get the camera set up so we could record. How are you?
A little bit better.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to court today
Yeah.
and we were just watching the 6 o'clock news.
Oh.
So it's good to hear from you.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching a little bit of news too on Channel 11
Yeah.
that they were talking about prison and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what was your day like?
I seen the lawyers
Yeah.
and the other one joined in, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So that was pretty decent. They were out by the trailer.
Yeah.
You know.
Good.
And they got everything ripped apart. But that's good though. Get it done with.
Right.
You know. I guess that spot in the ground.
Well, I wouldn't say anything.
Well, I already said it anyway. All it is a deer.
What'd you say?
A deer.
What about a deer?
Well, I had him hanging up in there.
Uh-huh.
And when I hit with my car,
Uh-huh.
you know, so that's what the blood is from. So I already told Steve about it and that, so. So that ain't no secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Night, Heather.
That was-
Yeah,
that's
we've
pretty
got
good news,
20
yeah.
minutes to go, and then I'm probably going to pass out as well.
I was wondering, is there a way you could make a thing up so they can go to house to house? I think maybe you might be better at that than Jody.
Well, yeah, I'll talk to her on Monday. Yeah.
You know, that way they can.
It is so good, Leanne, when you're able to find good people to take care of the elderly.
Do you think she'll go?
I mean, because, yeah, you just hear the horror stories.
All around by us and that, and
Yeah.
you know, wherever they can.
Yeah.
You know, better off where it is. You know.
Yeah.
You know, more signatures, better off it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe we could film part of that too.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be all right too. You know, once you got a week and a half or so to do it, get it all done.
Yeah.
You know, so you got plenty enough time to get enough signatures. But I don't know how to write up something like that though.
Right.
I got no clue.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I mean, she's getting out Monday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mom will be picking her up at 5, quarter after 5.
Do you think she'll be up to doing anything on Monday, or do you think she'll want to, have a day to?
Yeah, she'll probably have a day to relax, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know. I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know, Mom's got her room almost all ready for her, so.
One of Melissa Kaluzinski's grandmothers was killed by
Yeah.
horrible
But he got that lawyer
home
involved.
that she was in.
I know.
You know.
I could not believe when they said on the news that he's a relative of the Hallbach.
No.
It's such a small world.
Yeah. Well, they were up here too last night. They were waiting to see. I don't know. There's a hotbuck up in here.
Oh, really? He
Yeah.
was there.
I think it was. That I heard. I think it was Steve Hotbuck or something. I think his mom was here or somebody else or that they signed in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Mom's gonna call you later, so I don't know.
That's nice. I like talking to her.
Yeah. Yeah, I told her to see if you were home, but I said, well, let me try and see if you were home.
Yeah. Today was an unusual day. I wound up taking a nap.
Well, you got to do that once in a while.
Thank you. You're right.
When you work hard,
Yeah.
you deserve something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
On March 17th, it'll be so much easier to talk to you.
yeah. Well, hopefully everything will go good here.
Yeah.
That maybe there'll be a chance for something,
Yeah.
Because we're boring them lawyers right away. I can still be on things.
Yeah.
Well, that one works with the justice system.
Mm-hmm.
He was with the Avery task force up there. Now he's in Milwaukee doing on that, in the Justice Department and everything.
Oh, yeah?
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
So I guess my lawyer will talk to you, I guess. Steve and the other one told him he can trust her. I said, oh yeah, you can. I said, that ain't no problem. I said, she's after the truth too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, as long as they got everything tore up, I hope.
Oh, wow, Leanne. Yeah, it's only 8:50 p.m. here.
So we can get.
But I'm way tired.
So hopefully else that'll be done by the 17th. So probably maybe next week, I'd imagine. That'd be done. I don't think it'd take them that long because they want to find out. They said maybe this all makes sense after this. But I don't think so. That just proved my innocence a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nothing happened in the trailer anyway, or the garage. I talked to Rolly today. I guess, he ain't too happy in that. But he was
No.
surprised with Brendan. It don't make no sense. Why would he admit to something? So, I
He
don't
was
know.
very frightened today, Stephen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, who would be?
Did you see him on television?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He just looked straight ahead. And he talked to his lawyer for a second, and that was it.
I remember seeing him come off the elevator the first time I saw him today.
Yeah.
First time I saw him ever.
Yeah.
And he looked terrified. Very scared.
Well, he just stood there like he's playing a game. So I don't know. Barbara wanted me to call her. So I called her.
I aim to please, Leanne.
She asked me if I had $100,000. I said, where am I going to get that from?
Yeah.
So I don't know. She's got to go see him tomorrow night. I got to give you a chance to talk to him, and find out things.
Do you know where they're keeping him, Stephen?
In Sheboygan. At the boys' home or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the judge was very clear about that because the defense attorney asked that he be placed in Manitowoc.
Yeah, Manitowoc or Sheboygan or...
And the judge said, well, Manitowoc or Sheboygan, but didn't sound like he decided.
Yeah, it's in Sheboygan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was it talking to Barb? I mean, you feel like getting better talking to her?
Well, yeah. It seems like it makes more, more sense on her side. I told her, I said, nothing happened over by me, Where would he get it from? I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I said, I can't tell you where he gets stuff from. I said, I don't know why you would admit to something he didn't do if he didn't do it. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know what to say to her. It's a puzzle. She's hurting. He's only 16 years old, and I said that hurt him when he confessed. I felt sorry for her a little bit.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she'll have a chance to talk to her son.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess 5:30 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
For 2 hours, I think, she said.
She can visit for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Well, gotta give her a chance with him. I guess she called the attorney and said he's kind of scared to nap. And, I can imagine he's scared. Young, and he's with other people, I'd imagine. I don't think they'd have him locked down. Otherwise, if he did something, then they'd have him locked down, I suppose.
Well, he sounds very inexperienced, too. I mean, they were saying today that he doesn't have a record. He's never gotten in trouble in school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I can't believe that they put it up to 250,000 cash. You know. And the DA says he might run, he might flee. Which I don't think he'd flee anyway. Where's he gonna go? He don't know nothing. A 16-year-old kid don't know too much.
Yeah, I could not keep up with a 5-year-old full time now. I'm so happy to have my son when I was much younger.
It seemed like I don't know. I don't know if I got through her or not or something. I don't know. I told her if she wanted to talk again, let Ma know, then I'll just call her back. And, depends what she finds out or whatever.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she'll concentrate on finding a lawyer for him.
Yeah. Well, they'll probably find him another one. The public defender. They probably search some more. Yeah, I suppose that was just a hurry job to get in court, you know. That he needed a lawyer, so they picked him.
Right.
You know, I guess that's mostly what I called for. You know, if I hear anything decent, whatever, I'll give you a call, or Ma will call you or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, and like I said, I don't know, they seem to say on the television that your mom's going up on Sunday to visit you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she was going to call you and ask you.
Okay, that sounds good, because can you put Moira on your list, Stephen?
Not by Sunday, though.
No, not by Sunday?
No.
Okay.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Probably during the week. And I have to get a list and see what I all got on there.
Okay.
I'll probably have to take some off.
Okay.
So that way I could put Jody on and her.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do that all at once then.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'll talk to your mom about Sunday, and
Yeah.
if she needs a ride, I'll gladly take her.
Yeah.
And yeah, that all sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, she felt a little bit better when I told her. I said, well, you might have some good news or something. So what I can't tell you that. We can't go there. But she got a little happier, so
Good.
that was a good thing.
Good.
Yeah. Anything to make Mama happy.
Aww.
I try anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, even Moira was saying your mom was, she looked pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like so wanting to put my head down on the desk and
And
I'll
like
fall
I said, I know
asleep.
your dad was sick the other day, but we saw him
Yeah.
yesterday, I guess, and he was good. So.
Yeah. Yeah, she told me that he was making, fried chicken and fried noodles, or fried potatoes. I said, yeah, tell me that now. It's one thing I don't get up here.
Yeah. And now someday you'll have to tell me about what the food is like.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Wish I was
cat. They had all that stuff on there from the correction department.
What do you mean?
Well, for helping people when they get out and everything else. Or if they need help or talking to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I got out.
I can't be happy. I've sped it up before. I've done it twice now when I've sped it up, and then people told me they couldn't understand it. Even if I just made it one step faster than what it's at now, people couldn't understand. So we're at regular speed.
No. Yeah, I couldn't get nothing. That was the hardest part. Making all these miles, me and Ma, and don't get nowhere.
Even when you found 2003, how long did it take the state to the claims board to pay you the $25,000?
You got about 5 minutes left.
Let's see.
Oh man. I'm sorry, these Laura calls are boring.
You figure I had my truck. January. It'd be a year.
Sounds delicious, Twisted.
Okay, let's see, 2005? 2004?
No, they were Brenda, they were tried separately, two totally different scenarios. So one being released
When
doesn't
I bought my truck, that's when I got the money.
mean the other one gets out.
So when you say 2004, do you remember like what part? Was it the beginning or?
A Cadbury cream egg.
It had been sometime in January. The first or second week in January 2004. I think. 2005, 2000, yeah, I think 2004.
You're fading. You're so low, I can't hear you.
Huh?
I said, you're so low, I can't hear you.
Yeah, you do. Must be a phone.
Yeah, well, they're recording you and we're recording you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 2004, January.
Yeah.
Because Jordy was
Bye, Marilyn. Have a nice weekend.
driving.
Yeah.
I said, oh, you gotta buy stuff when I'm in here. You can't wait till I get out. I said, no, then the deal will probably be off.
Diabetes egg. I used to love the Cadbury cream eggs, but they've changed
They forgot to take it off.
the chocolate and it's just not as
So
good.
I seen it. They had to honor it.
Yeah.
So then that's why I got it that cheap then.
Oh, good.
Yeah, otherwise it was worth, what, 28 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least you had that.
Yeah.
Nice truck.
Yeah, that really sucks, Carrie. You never know when you buy it if it's going to be good or not.
Climb in and out of, I'm sure, but.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a little dirty and everything. Yeah, and I got a couple of little scratches and dents in on the side.
Oh, yeah.
You know, from up north, going to Zukio. And I backed into the other side of the road, and there was a steel pole there. And I sideswiped that a little bit on the box. So that didn't make me too happy.
It's okay, my parents have two cars, and my dad was pulling up to the house with one, and he was parking, and he hit his other car. And he looked over at my mother, and he said, let's tell everyone you did this. She didn't like that too much.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I guess stuff does happen.
Google it. I made Cadbury egg dip for Easter one year.
All right, then. Well,
And so
I'm glad you
it's
called.
just the cream stuff. And then you buy I bought Hershey bars, little Hershey bars, and you dip it in.
Yeah, I suppose the house maybe I'll see you Sunday.
Gee, I wonder why I'm fat.
Sounds good, Stephen. All right.
Yeah, all right then. I'll talk to you later then.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Marta, he was talking to Laura from Making a Murderer. And the call's done. And we're done for today. Yay! I don't know when I'll be on here next. I have something I'm doing tomorrow morning. And then I think I'm free the rest of tomorrow. I don't know if Jeff is doing projects. So if Jeff is doing stuff and that leaves me with nothing to do, then I'll pop on tomorrow for a bit and cover some more calls. Possibly Sunday. Don't know. I'm going out to dinner with my son and his girlfriend and my parents on Monday night. And I'm supposed to be going to a movie with my son and his girlfriend at some point this weekend. They want to take me to go see Just Mercy. So, so maybe I'll pop on this weekend. We'll see. But thank you, everybody who joined us today. Don't forget, if you're not watching this live, or even if you are watching it right now, make sure you hit to subscribe so maybe you'll get notified when I go live. And then you have to hit the bell. And you need to thumbs up so this video is easier to find in searches. Yeah, I know. I had a horrible night's sleep last night, so I'm sure that's added to it. So, all right, I'm out. Have a good weekend. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, suppose if you ain't got nothing else.